Passport bros go to third world countries and purchase little girls. Someone who comes from one of these third world countries that men go to pick up women, we know they're losers.
We do not care if y'all go out of the country to find y'all a wife who is traditional.
Anger and bitterness is in the air indeed. Angry at men for wanting better for themselves.
We don't talk enough about how passport bros are just predators.
They go there because they can't really handle us here.
What happened to happy wife, happy life? It's 2024. Women have equality.
Just because they're a good person does not mean...
Even if you're the best man in the world, it isn't enough. You can't satisfy their hunger. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
So just to make it clear, there are good women in their 30s. There are girls that are single, have never been married, don't have kids. There's no baggage. You know, we exist.
How much does a man have to make to be with you?
6 figures plus. I need vacations. I need nice vehicle. I need a lot.
Passport bros go to third world countries and purchase little girls and turn her into a breeding mare. They're little girls. You're sick.
Hey, who you calling a little girl?
The reason why they're confusing them for little girls is because of their fitness and how these foreign women take care of themselves. I mean, we can tell the difference here.
Women are scared of happily single men. You want to know why? Let's get into it. Being happily single as a man makes you more appealing. Men that don't need to be in a relationship. Men that have high standards. Men that don't chase women. They chase in purpose. This makes women think, wonder if that man is actually interested in them, and will in turn, y'all listen to this, increase the value of that man and his expressed interest in their minds.
I agree.
Honestly, the amount of white dudes with Thai women that are waiting to board international flights, it's an absurdity. It is crazy.
Now we can all pretty much guess why they're going there to find traditional and respectable women. But this clip here could be one of the reasons.
What do you think about passport bros? What's your opinion about that concept?
Well, I think that, you know, like they go there because they can't really handle us here.
Okay,
you know,
okay.
because we have a lot of, like, I feel like they can't take the feminism and the fact that we actually speak up for ourselves.
Okay.
And, you know, the fact that we're independent and we do our own, and they don't like it. Like, some people don't like, some men actually do like it, but these men, I don't know why, they're so against it. They don't like to see us shine. I just don't know why.
Basically, what she's saying is that the man has to handle the world and then come home to handle her. I don't know what she means by handling her, but I don't think a man who's working 40+ hours a week wants to come home to handle his woman also.
9 times out of 10, you are not getting these men in their prime. And the reason why this garbage started in the first place is because these passport bros went around and said, oh, look at this other group of women. They're so much better than you. And that will naturally put anyone on the defense.
That about these foreign women talking about, I got your man. Girl, those girls, as soon as they get that visa, they're going to be gone in 24 weeks, if not 3 months. Because guess what? They're going to realize that those guys were discarded and unwanted for a reason.
Look, when you say that you're a passport bro, I'm just keeping it real. When you say that, you are publicly admitting that you don't have the personality, social skills, or the confidence to get a lady in your country.
Y'all will buy a plane ticket to go to another country to pay a woman or a femme-presenting person to have adult relations with you. But tell me something, incel black men, you red pill popping, podcast watching, pathetic excuses for men. Tell me this. If y'all are so desirable, right? If y'all are what every woman wants, Why y'all got to go so far and work so hard and spend so much money just to find a woman to lay down with you?
There has been a growing trend of Western men traveling to Asian countries in search of traditional women for cooking, cleaning, and taking care of them, often referred as passport bros. However, this trend has received criticism from many women on both different continents who find it.
Now, as you can see, the bitterness from these women is crazy. It's filled with jealousy. They mention they do not care, but somehow keeps bringing it up and talking about it.
Someone who comes from one of these third world countries that men go to pick up women, we know they're losers. We know that they go over there because they cannot get anyone in here. And if these men go over there thinking that these women want to build a family with them, that these passport bros want these women for sex, these women want them for money. And again, they deserve to be scammed. We know they're losers. We know that they cannot get any women in here. That's why they go over there. And the same thing with the women. But let's not worry.
Oh, men are saying they're getting their passport.
Because in America, women hate all men.
They say that they're tired trying to find a woman in the United States where women say, I don't need a man, go away.
The whole independent woman thing is really a U.S. thing.
And then the women are mad. The same women who hate men and are feminists are mad that the men went to where they're respected.
And instead of looking in the mirror and asking ourselves if we would make great wives, we would much rather shame them.
They are not going over there to grape and conquer.
Ma'am, if you're not fit, feminine, or friendly, then you're not what these men want.
The women in other countries, such as DR and Thailand, it's just culturally the norm for a woman to be cooking, for a woman to take care of her man, all that stuff.
I mean, I'm an American woman. I do my best, but I can't say, as a collective, foreign women are winning. Sorry, they're winning.
Now these are women who are defending the bros for trying to find love. A rare sight, really. But it's amazing. My message to you guys is that if you want to build a family, find a woman that loves you. Don't be afraid to look elsewhere. Only for the right reasons, though. So much for not caring, huh? Now this is the reason why most men are leaving to go find traditional women.
That you should just be women, sleep with who you want to sleep with. Do it however much you want to.
I've 3 dudes in one night.
I went to a party. I had with 3 different guys in one night. I cheated on my boyfriend with the guy I told him not to worry about.
If he was on vacation with his boys, I am cheating.
Stop it. Get some help.
I think women should stop sleeping with men, to be honest.
When I'm in a relationship, I don't believe in spending my money on my man.
Like many women, I didn't need a man to buy my house, to buy my car, or keep my lights on. We don't need you guys for anything.
I don't want a son because they're the problem.
Save myself financially, I can make myself happy, I can make myself orgasm. Like, what in the world could a dude offer me?
You don't need a man to make you feel better, babe. Do you know what you need? An iced coffee.
Independent and your own money, and I don't need no man, because man ain't.
I don't need no man.
Now, why would a man stay behind and deal with this when they can find happiness and build a family in another country with a woman that appreciates them? Men today are just competing for what's left. Women who openly admitting to cheating on their spouses. Of course, it's not every woman who does these things. Some of them actually have respect for themselves, but you just can't tell these days.
A lot of people got something to say about the fact that I got 6 kids with 6 different men. So I'm just going to tell y'all why it is better to do it this way. If I had 6 kids with all the same dude, I get 34% of his income, which is only $680 a month. If I got 6 kids with 6 different dudes, I get 17% from each one of them, which is $340 a month from each one. $340 a month times 6 baby daddies is $2,040. So why don't you have 6 baby daddies?
Wow. And then they say women have good intuition. I don't even think $2,000 a month is enough to raise 6 kids. But this woman really sounds proud of her situation. This is leeching on another level. If this story is even true, Those men made a terrible mistake in adding other players to the team. Sad case indeed.
You know what a passport bro is?
I have no clue.
You know what it is?
I know what the hell that is. They be going to other countries trying to fuck other girls from there because, you know, they're innocent and shit. They're like, let me take advantage of that. That's what a passport bro is.
How do you feel about a passport bro?
Oh, I don't care. I mean, do what you do.
Taking advantage of what? These women always mention the negative things instead of the truth. Here's another one.
Here's what I will say. There's two types of people in this world. There's people that will see poor and downtrodden people and say, how can I help them? And then there is another type of person that sees poor and downtrodden people and says, how can I benefit off of this? Or how can I take advantage of it? I guess we know what type they are.
Just stop!
As you can see, men who are passport bro apparently do not have good intentions. I honestly don't know where they get this idea from. These men are leaving because they see a problem they don't want to deal with. It's honestly the best option for them. It's a lot more fun and peaceful. They're tired of being used and played. They want something real.
To all you passport bros out there, let me tell you something. I'll be the first to say, black women don't give a damn if you don't want to date them. Keep your goofy ass over there and keep buying brides. We see how well that turned out for you. We all know this is just an act or a facade you put on, and you're mad because...
Here's the final boss who called passport bros predators.
You don't talk enough about how passport bros are just predators. You're leaving America to go to another country to prey on the women there who you perceive as being more submissive. That's predatory behavior.
Well, let's reverse the roles. What about the women who leave America to go find men to be with? Is that also predatory behavior, or does that only apply when men do it? These women also see one side of the coin. They don't see they're the reason why these men are leaving. It's simply because of how they treat and talk to men today. It's full of disrespect.
We do not care if y'all go out of the country to find y'all a wife who is traditional.
Have you heard about like the passport bros? What do you think about these type of guys?
I love.
You like them? Why?
Because I'm into traditional things, you know? I love to learn a lot about the cultures. And
you're kind of like that too. You're kind of traditional.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm native, you know?
Well, that's dope. Okay, well, I like that.
Not sure how true this is, but a traditional man wants a traditional woman. There's nothing wrong with that. The world is your Grand Canyon. Your spouse is definitely out there.
And if you want to roll up in some of these other countries and try to abuse their sisters and their daughters and their nieces and their mothers and taking them out, toe tagging 4.5 of them a day, you know what's going to happen. You're going to get hacked up with a machete.
You know what's funny? I'm not even mentioning any names except black kings or Afam kings. They said you can have them. We don't care. They're just an old toy. And I was like, okay, that's not a problem because we Filipina value old toys. And now that I'm trying to help all these Afam kings and black kings, it's still a problem. They're laughing and bashing at me for trying to help quality man to marry a Filipina. They said they don't care, but they're still talking about it. Are you sure you don't care, or are you just afraid of losing good men's in the Western world? Are you trying to stop me from helping future king to find their Filipina queens? Not gonna happen. So my friends, especially to my chocolate kings, please protect me from all the hyenas who wants to stop me from finding your Filipina queen. Thank you.
These women claim they do not care about the passport bros, but in reality, they do. They talk about it, make videos about it, and they also bash it. They have this resentment toward men who want better for themselves, who seek traditional women. It's as if they can't stand the idea that men are choosing to explore options outside the limited dating pool they offer. The fact that men are willing to look beyond their own borders to find a partner who values and supports them in a traditional sense seems to strike a nerve. For many of these women, the passport bros movement is a reminder that men don't need to settle for relationships that lack mutual respect and appreciation. Instead of self-reflecting on why men might seek relationships with traditional women abroad, they lash out, showing their frustration by tearing down the movement and labeling these men in negative terms. At the end of the day, these men are winning, and these modern women are still bitter.
Passport bros, can y'all just go?
I don't feel respected. You're not being really respectful.
Men act as if it is their birthright to be respected. Frankly, they feel entitled to your respect. This sentiment runs true regardless of the ways that they have disrespected you. What I say to that is if you want respect, you have to earn it and show it.
Respect to a man is everything. If he doesn't feel respected where he's at, he's going somewhere else where he is respected. Hence the Passport Bros movement. Now take a look at this woman.
A bit on this passport bro situation because a lot of people are upset at me, calling me a pygmy, saying like men only go overseas because they're the bottom of the barrier here that no one wants, and they only want women that's easy to control. They want a maid, they want a servant, they want a doormat, etc. In what world that gives you an impression that women overseas are easier to control, easier to manipulate, that we're not smart to see what a good man is? And for the people that bring in race about this, never once I mentioned race in my video. And men are not only going to Asia, they're going to Africa, they're going to Dominican Republic, Costa Rica.
This woman here was defending the Passport Bros movement. There's more of them doing that, as you will see later on in the video. But the movement was getting a lot of hate, so she had to make things clear for them. Take a look.
Passport bros seem to have no life. If guys know they can't meet our standards, they should probably stay single. Or become a passport bro. Buy a girl from the Philippines or Colombia.
What did you say?
Buy a girl from the Philippines or Colombia who will just be happy to come to America.
You need help.
I think so many men are traveling overseas to find wives in other countries.
Men are traveling overseas to find wives. Why? I'm right here. I'm single.
No,
Why? I want to be married.
She's
If men
fine
are
husbands?
traveling overseas to countries that have less money and less education, it's because they want a woman who is dependent on them for their livelihood, for their resources, to have a good life. And I don't think that that is a good thing.
But you think the reason that men are not satisfied with the women in this country and they're looking elsewhere outside
Men
to
aren't
other countries?
satisfied with the women in this country? I don't think the majority of men are not happy with women in this country.
Maybe it's not the majority of men, but it's starting to become a movement.
Well, you go away. Go find your women wherever you want. If you're not satisfied, I don't know what to tell you. If you want a woman who barely even speaks English and just has to, go for it.
Well, I'm just asking on behalf of those men, I suppose, so.
Well, that's quite the disrespect. This woman assumes because these women live in other countries, they can't speak English. Let's see about that.
Pay attention to the passport bros. They're getting women from the DR, Colombia,
Yes.
The Philippines, Thailand, women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education.
Excuse me? This is ridiculous. Girl, why would you be mad and upset if your man goes to other country and find love of their life there? First, it's none of your business. Second, it's their money. It's their life. And it's not foreign women's fault if American men fall for them instead of you. You must understand, like us Filipino, we are naturally sweet and naturally compassion. Doesn't matter if you are our boyfriend, husband, or lover. If you are just our friend or cousin or whatever, neighbor, we are naturally like that. Okay? And that's what they like about us because we are just sweet. We're very personable, understanding, caring. It's not because we are submissive. We're not submissive. You ask my husband that, he will tell you I'm not submissive. We are just naturally family-oriented people, that's all.
Sounds like she speaks a lot of English to me. What these modern women fail to realize is that these women are raised to be wives since birth. They really hate the fact that American men are not choosing them, but why would they when these women have said they don't need them?